your products ready to go. Even if you are a consultant who is on tonight, you can be following along with your samples or with your own products and learning some skills with us. So we always think the school's never out for the pro, and the same thing goes for our skincare. Like we got to learn all the latest and greatest in skincare technology. And Cheryl's going to kick us off with our first product. But while she's doing that, I'm going to be using two of my favorite products that I use every single night before I go to bed. I'm going to take off all of my makeup. I'm going to go right along with you guys tonight. So I love that my skincare routine, my skin is so good that I'm never embarrassed to take off my makeup in front of anybody anymore. Isn't that kind of fun? But I'm going to take off my eye makeup with my eye makeup remover. Isn't that amazing that they came up with that great title for it? So you know exactly what it does. And then the micellar water is going to eat up all the toxins on my skin, especially those of you ladies who are in Florida when it's like 78 to 90%
Mhm.
humidity. You just feel like you got a lot of extra gunk going on. So I want to make sure I get rid of that gunk. So when I'm using our anti-aging cleanser, I'm actually putting that onto my skin. And I'm not just using my fancy, nice cleanser to wipe off my makeup. So I'm going to be doing that while Cheryl's telling you about that first product.
Awesome. And the other thing about that micellar water that I love, it actually breaks down the makeup that you have on your skin too. So if you've got foundation or um, any kind of bronzers and all that kind of stuff. So it just breaks it down before you even start cleansing it. So it's like a second cleanse, sort of like a pre-cleanse, basically. So super excited about that. Well, you guys, I'm super excited to talk to you about one of my absolute favorite products. And it is the first thing in our glass skin regimen. It's actually called our Volume Firm Foaming Cleanser from our repair line. How many of you use this cleanser now? Consultants or customers? Any of you use this one? Yeah, it's a fabulous, fabulous.
Mhm.
The word I like to describe it with is luxurious because that's exactly how it feels when you squirt it out, okay, when you dispense it. And you guys, you need so little of this product and it will when you add water to it, it literally lathers up on your skin. I like a lather in my cleanser. I really do. But the other good thing is that it contains peptides, it contains plant stem cells, and what I also love about it is that it doesn't leave your face dry after you wash your face. How many of you have ever used a cleanser that actually leaves your face feeling dry when you're done? How many of you have done that before? Raise your hand for me so I know. Okay, yeah. And if it does make your skin, like your face dry, it's probably not the right cleanser to be using for your skin type. I don't know if you know that or not, because it shouldn't feel stripped and dry when it's done. Okay, so love this product. It's part of our Volume Firm set. We have different sets of skincare in Mary Kay. We have the Volume Firm set, which is it's a set for women that tend to be like, let's say 35 or 40 and older. And or people that want the latest and the greatest in like anti-aging skincare. Okay, so it's part of that line. And we're going to be doing kind of like this glass skin event here tonight. So I know Kayla's going to talk about some of the other steps in this line, but I also want you to know maybe if you're 20 or 23 or 25 and you're like, I'm not quite ready for this because maybe your skin's oily. We do have other skincare lines, and that's actually our Miracle Set, which has a cleanser, antioxidant moisturizer, our daytime defender, and our nighttime recovery. So if you want to follow along and use this on your skin, if any of you do have samples, you're welcome to do that. So go ahead and you can use your Volume Firm cleanser. And I'm going to actually talk about this other set too, just in case you are more acne prone or oily or combination. Okay, real quick. But this one, are you doing okay, Kayla? I just want to make sure I give you enough time.
Yeah,
You're good.
I'm good.
Okay, I'm just going to wrap up with this really fast. Okay, so just so you know, again, if you're not in that 35 and older bracket or you have combination of oily skin, we've got a 4-in-1 cleanser, antioxidant moisturizer, daytime defender, which has SPF in it, and our nighttime recovery, which has the coolest little beads in it ever. Okay, and those are antioxidants, vitamins that are in there. Okay, and resveratrol beads. All right. So you can ask your consultant about that set if you're more combination to oily and the repair set might not be the best. Then you can, instead of this cleanser, you could be using this cleanser in your glass skin too. Okay. All right, Kayla, go ahead.
I love it. So yeah, so we just did our step one, which is cleanse. We're going to start with a hydrating, gentle cleanser to prep your skin. And if you're using that Time-Wise Repair Cleanser, it should be foaming but it's foaming in like a very velvety, rich way. So if you want to get some water with it, I just got it all nice and foamed up on my skin, and then I wiped it all off. And then the second step, if you're following along with us tonight, you can totally do this one as well, and that is our exfoliate step. So the next one is one of my most favorite products. It is our Time-Wise Revealing Radiance Facial Peel, and it's going to do exactly what it sounds like it's going to do. It is going to reveal the radiance in your skin. And the way that it does that is it actually is going to exfoliate your skin. And if you are putting this on your face right now, so once you get that found the foaming cleanser off, you can even try a little bit of this out on you can try it on your cheeks. You can do, if you're going to do a little extra anti-aging for your neck, that's a great idea too. I use this on Mondays and Wednesdays personally. But there are really three different levels of exfoliating that we offer in Mary Kay. If you are using our 4-in-1 cleanser, which is the one that Cheryl was just talking about, the one for younger, a little bit younger skin, that one is going to be having like a little bead in it. When you have like a massaging bead and a cleanser, that's like the first level of exfoliating. Or maybe you're using an exfoliating brush, or you're using even just like a washcloth. You're going to get a little bit of like that first level of exfoliating. The second level of exfoliating would be what we have in our microdermabrasion line. That's like a physical exfoliator, something that feels scrubby, like it's got like a deeper, sandier crystal. This is the third level, and it's crazy because it doesn't even feel like it's got an exfoliator in it, but what it's doing is it's got glycolic acid in it, and the glycolic acid is going to dissolve the dead skin on your face, and it's going to reveal the baby skin. All of the damage that we have in our skin, you guys, is usually on that top layer of the dermis. And so when we are allowing the glycolic acid to dissolve that top layer of skin, it's going to reveal that nice, soft, baby skin underneath, which is why it's called the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. We're going to reveal some radiance, baby, which I love as well. So that one you can use up to 3 times per week. You don't ever want to do a deep exfoliator a couple days in a row. We want to make sure we've got at least one day in between in order to give our skin some time to recover from the exfoliating process. But that's what's going to really create that glass skin glow.
Awesome. Kayla, do you want to pop that little image
Yes.
back up there for a second?
All right. Step 3, here we come.
Awesome. Okay. So we did the cleanser. If you're following along with us, wash that off. Then if you were to use the revealing facial peel that Kayla just talked about, you leave that on for about 10 minutes normally, right? You put it on. Again, it's a really smooth cream and it works with the glycolic acid. It's not, like she said, it's not scrubby. It's literally a cream. And then you go ahead and wash that off after 10 minutes. But just for time's sake tonight, we're not going to take you through that. But for sure, you'll be doing that in your own bathrooms, okay? Then we want to move on to something called brightening, okay? Because don't you want your skin to be bright and radiant, like she was just talking about? Definitely, right? Some of us have discoloration in our skin, or, just, I don't know, scarring on our skin. It might look dull, that kind of thing. Exfoliation is going to help with that, and brightening is going to help with that. I'm going to talk about one product that helps with brightness. Kayla's going to talk another one that helps with brightness. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you tonight about It's actually called our Time-Wise Replenishing C plus E. All right, and literally, it's just a little liquid. This is what do they call that? An air, not an airtight, but a air. Is that airtight? Is that what they call that?
Air pump.
Air pump. Okay. And so you get every drop out of here, like literally every single drop. The way it's designed, you will not have anything left in this bottle when you go through that last dispensary. Okay. But what I love about the vitamin C plus E serum is we all know that vitamin C and vitamin E are good for us. Raise your hand if you know that, right? Vitamin C and vitamin E are good for us, right? Because they're both very potent antioxidants. And when you add this to our regimen, to your skincare regimen, whether again, that's the Voluform set or the Time-Wise Miracle set, your skin is going to be more radiant. It's going to be brighter, and you'll even notice less fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, I use this product seriously, you guys, every single morning and every single night when I do my skincare routine. All right. And that's probably why I really don't have wrinkles, even though I'm 55. I just really don't have very many wrinkles at all. And I know there's that several of us on here. You probably wouldn't be able to guess our age if you looked at our skin. And that's what you want, right? That is totally what you want. And using our Mary Kay products consistently, you guys, that's the key, is using it consistently twice a day, morning and at night, with that skincare routine. And then you add in these supplements like the Revealing Radiance Peel that Kayla just talked about. This kind of thing, right? The serum C and E. So you get those vitamins onto your skin. And now Kayla is actually going to talk. And again, you just put this one on, just so you know, you put this one on and you leave it on. Okay. This is not one that you wash off. All right. So if you have any C&E sample by chance, you can go ahead and put that on now. The other thing, I know Kayla mentioned it before, but I'm going to mention it again because it's really important, is that everything you do to your face, I want you to do to your décolleté and your neck. I want you to look at them right now. Look at your neck. And is it in good as good a condition as your face? Okay. Some people it is, and some people it's not. So I really want, every time you wash your face or do any of these products, you guys bring them down onto your neck as well. Your cleansing, your supplements, any of that kind of thing, those treatments that you're going to be doing, because that way you can wear scoop neck, V-neck, swimsuit, and literally from your bra line up. Okay. That's what you want. That same look from your bra line up. Does that make sense? All right. I highly, highly suggest that. Okay, Kayla, take it away with the next brightener.
Okay, well, I get to talk about my most favorite product, which is our Ferulic plus niacinamide booster. And there are 4 of these boosters that you can choose from. I always say that they're like serums on steroids. So if you're looking for a boost, like you're already using a full Mary Kay skincare line and you're looking for a little boost, this would be part of that. This one and the replenishing serum plus C and E together are what we call our best in brightness bundle. Say that 5 times fast. Best and brightness bundle. Ferulic plus niacinamide. Okay, this is like, I feel like I'm doing tongue twister night. So I'm going to show you guys actually what sort of looks like my prison photo here. But my mugshot side by side. But I really swear by this product. You can see from January 11th of a couple years ago to February 18th, so about a month, you can really see a difference in the redness and the patchiness of my skin, just sort of going away. And you can even tell on my neck. Even though I don't even have as deep of a shirt on in the first one, like you can even see that on my neck. So I swear by this product. It's got a really nice little applicator where it is going to be a little, I'm going to pin myself for a second, like an applicator just like this, and I'm going to squeeze that. And I usually do about, you really only need like 2 drops on your face, and I'm going to put that all over my entire face, and I'm going to get my neck as well. And it sort of has an earthy smell to it. Some people think it smells like allspice. I've also had people tell me they think it smells like bacon. Now, I'm a vegetarian. I don't think it smells like bacon. Otherwise, I don't think I could put it on my face on a daily basis. But if you like bacon, it might be for you. So I don't know. You might have to you might have to try that one with your beauty consultant. So that is our Ferulic plus niacinamide booster. So that's what's happening when we're treating our face. That is the third step of our system that we're doing tonight to get the glowing skin. And then I'm going to show you guys the next step on our list here is the step where we are going to do hydration. Hold on, I got to pull my little sheet back up. Okay. Okay, so hydrating. I'm gonna have Cheryl take over, and she's gonna talk about one of the ways to hydrate, and I'm gonna do kind of a kind of a scary way to hydrate, which I'll talk about in a second. The scary little way to hydrate. Cheryl's going to talk about our moisture renewing gel mask to hydrate your skin. So take it away, Cheryl.
Okay, fabulous. Yeah, I know. I can't wait to get to yours. Okay. So anyway, this is actually called our moisture renewing gel mask. And again, consultants, raise your hand if you use this occasionally on your skin. Yep, lots of us. Okay. It's great for skin that, is dry, normal, or you know what? Even oily. I know that might sound kind of weird that we're going to hydrate oily skin, but there's a big difference between adding oil to your skin and adding hydration or water to your skin. Okay, so there is such a thing, and I know this sounds weird, but even if you're combination to oily, you can actually have dehydrated skin. Doesn't that sound odd? That, like I said, sometimes you produce a lot of oil, but you don't have the proper amount of water in your skin. Okay. So this is a fabulous, fabulous treat for your face. It instantly, literally instantly hydrates, like I said, any type of skin, whether it's dry, normal, or oily. The other really cool thing about this mask is that it helps reduce the appearance of pores as well as fine lines. Like if you look at on the different things that it talks about in the like on our fact sheets, yeah, it even helps reduce the appearance of pores as well as fine lines. Okay. You also, your skin also, there was like 90%, I think it was, or 85% to 90% of the people thought their skin looked less stressed. How many of you could appreciate that? That your skin would look less stressed, right? Okay. So this is a really fabulous product. Who doesn't want less stressed skin, right? So how do you use this? You use it in one of two ways. Okay. You can either put on a thicker layer of this, and again, it's like a gel. It is like super, I don't know if you can really see this, but it's kind of iridescent looking, right? Um, it's smooth and it's silky. So when you put that on your face, you would put it on all over. I don't know if you do have samples of this. You're welcome to put it on.
I'm gonna have you
Um,
guys hold off because I'll have you do a couple of other steps first, and then
oh,
you can do
okay.
it the second way that Cheryl's gonna tell you about it.
Okay. Okay. So again, you can you put it on thicker. Okay, you can literally put it on a little bit thicker and leave it on for like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes if you really want to pamper your skin, and rinse it off with warm water. Okay. Or you can put on a very thin layer of it and sleep in it. Okay, consultants, raise your hand if you usually put on a thicker layer and then rinse it off like 5, 10, 15 minutes later. Nope. Okay. Put on a thicker one and sleep, or a thinner one and sleep in it. Okay. Yeah. Because it literally, I know that sounds kind of weird, but it literally soaks right into the skin. And that's the other thing that I really like about this is that it tends to be absorbed very quickly into the skin. But if you put it on thick, obviously it'll take longer to do that. So, but I love it. If your skin needs a drink of water, let's just put it that way, right? And you can tell your skin needs a drink of water. This is a fabulous, fabulous skin treatment that you can do. You can do it once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. If your skin tends to need it and you know it needs it, treat your skin. Okay. All right, Kayla, take it away.
I'm gonna put on a really scary mask in a second, but before I do that, I'm gonna tell you some stuff because I'm like, I literally will not even be able to keep a straight face if I would do it after I put the mask on. So, those of you who are following along and you have the nice long strip of samples, we are going to do the rest of the nighttime skincare routine right now. Just gonna walk you through it. So, first of all, we have an eye renewal cream. I would recommend putting that under, like patting it underneath your eyes, get the crow's feet area. When Cheryl was talking about not having any wrinkles, you guys, literally, like, I'm like, oh, I think other people like have wrinkles around their eyes. Thank goodness for Mary Kay because I'm like, oh, I've been doing my eye cream and I bring it all the way out. Use that ring finger so you're being nice and gentle with the eye area. The eye renewal cream has a Zamic metal tip and it's going to allow you to put it on. You're going to squeeze it out of one side and then you're going to turn it over and blend it with the other side. So you're getting a really nice, gentle application, but it is not a conductor of heat like other metals. So it feels really like cooling and soothing as you're putting it on. So just know, those of you who are using samples at home, the actual applicator is even better. So that's the eye renewal cream. Everybody needs an eye cream, you guys. We don't have chin creams, ear creams, nose creams. We only have eye creams, and it's because the skin around our eyes is 4 times thinner than the rest of the skin on our face. So we want to be as gentle as possible with that eye area and be protecting it morning and night. Then we also have, okay, did I say the Ferulic plus niacinamide product was my favorite? I think it might be tied for first place with with two of our other products that I may be talking about tonight as well. This is our advanced lifting serum. And Cheryl was talking earlier about an air pump. This one also has an air pump, but even better yet, it has an air pump and it has a lock because we have to like you do not want to waste a single drop of this nectar of the gods. And it is going to when you put it on your face, it is going to be like again, very velvety, just like the foaming cleanser. It feels so rich. I really get my chest and my neck with that one. So those of you who are following along at home, put that lifting serum all over your face. If you are feeling brave, you can try it on one half of your face and see what happens. If you're not feeling so brave, you can do your full face. Because that one is one where if you do it on half of your face, you might look like you had a little bit of a stroke the next day. It really works so, so well. Spanx for your face. Okay, that's what this one is. Spanx for your face. I have people literally call me and say, I need some more Spanx. That's I need my Spanx. But this one is one I really get along that jawline. If you do not want jowls, definitely be applying that in that triangle of youth. Triangle of youth. Okay, then over the top of that, we're going to do our nighttime routine. So we're going to put on our Voluform night treatment, which has the most amount of encapsulated retinol you can have in a product without having to have a prescription for it. So this is so, so good. Retinol is the purest form of vitamin A, and so it's going to, again, also be sort of doing an exfoliation to your skin and helping reveal that we were talking about earlier about the baby skin. That's what we're going for. Is anybody else going for baby skin? That's I want the kind of skin that needs to be protected from the sun. That's so baby that I just have to protect it from the sun. So if you're using retinol at night, you want to make sure you're using our day cream during the day with the full spectrum SPF 30 in it, protecting your skin from the sun. So put that night treatment all over your face as well. Get that on your chest and your neck. Night treatment all over. Okay, and then I'm going to tell you about my hydration secret, which is this lifting biocellulose mask. This stuff is so incredible, you guys. It literally takes 21 days for them to manufacture this in our manufacturing facility down in Dallas, Texas, because it's made from plant stem cells. And it really is like they create like this little matrix, like almost like a little petri dish, and they create this little matrix of product. And so I'm going to pull this out of here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And as I'm pulling it out, there's all sorts of good juice that I keep in here for later. It is literally like a little face. So I'm going to open it up and it has on both sides. Okay. So if you're really wanting to scare your husband, this is what this is what you need to get. If you're looking to keep your husband on his toes or the mailman or whomever. So I'm taking off one side. This is the disposable part of it. This like is there to protect it. And I'm going to put it on my face. This is why I said I couldn't do anything with this on because I know I'm going to just be laughing too hard with it on my face. So hold on. I got to put my eyes in the right spot. It's not as easy as it looks, people. No, I'm just kidding. It's not as easy as it looks when you're on Zoom because it's the opposite. Okay, so then once I have it on my face, I'm gonna actually peel the top layer off as well. And I have this matrix that's going to stay on my skin then. So there's two pieces to it that are going to protect it. And then there's the actual, it literally feels like a um I don't even know what to describe it as. It's its own little special thing. You have to try it on for size and see what you think. It even has these little eye flaps. So if I was gonna lay down or put it on in the bathtub, which I really like to do, or just like lay down on the couch, I'm like, don't bother me. I need my minute. My minute with my biocellulose mask. You can literally like cover up your eyes too if you want to. So while I have this on my face, you guys, looking so cute. I'm gonna get all of the extra on my neck for sure. And then I'm gonna play a video for you because I am incapable of speaking now because I have my biocellulose mask on. Am I selling it, you guys? Don't you look so cute? This is what I think is if you have a special event coming up, you got to be doing a biocellulose mask leading up to it. Like if you have a family reunion this summer or a high school reunion, oh boy, you got to be putting on your biocellulose mask for a couple weeks leading up to it. I literally laid down on the day of my wedding and to put on my biocellulose mask. My friends are like, "You're the calmest bride of all time," and I'm like, "I gotta do my biocellulose mask, you guys. That's what I gotta do." So, all right, I'm gonna play for you guys a little video, and then we'll come on back to me, and I'll show you my after, so you can learn a little bit more about Mary Kay.
We believe passionately in entrepreneurial fire, in giving everyone, everywhere, the chance to do their best and feel even better. We believe in you. We're here to empower every beautiful dimension of you. And at Mary Kay, we know we've all got a few things in common. We're all worthy of a community that understands us. We all deserve flexibility, and we should get to run our day instead of it running us. So maybe that's what brought you here to get to know us. Mary Kay has been a groundbreaking, trailblazing company for more than 60 years, and we follow in the footsteps of the original beauty influencer. Like many women in the 60s, Mary Kay Ash was not treated fairly in the workplace, so she made a change and founded a company that gives everyone the opportunity they deserve. Today, Mary Kay continues to be family-owned and continues empowering others in more than 35 countries. We are a company driven by the idea that you can do what you love, be who you want, and earn extra income on your terms. Our idea is powerful in its simplicity. First, Mary Kay creates hundreds of products that people crave. And yes, we win industry awards. Conduct 500,000 tests a year for safety, quality, and performance. Hold more than 1,600 global patents. And products are made in our own global manufacturing and research facility. Because what gets us really excited is how much people love our products. Because your confidence is our obsession. Next, we keep the business model beautifully simple too. Independent beauty consultants are 100% independent business owners. They buy directly from Mary Kay, then sell directly to customers to earn money. That's it. No wholesalers, no middlemen, no one holding them back, period. They enjoy the flexibility to work a Mary Kay business a lot or a little at parties, online, and on social, all while learning life skills from others and getting digital tools to help along the way. And if they're ready to lead a team of their own, they can drive the business as far as they want. Beauty consultants have one of the highest profit potentials on product sales in the world. Plus, at Mary Kay, they are always celebrated. Small wins are recognized, and big accomplishments are richly rewarded by a community of entrepreneurs and corporate employees around the world. Working together, we've also built a long history of giving. Mary Kay and its 4 company-sponsored foundations has given more than $200 million in monetary and product donations since we began tracking our philanthropic efforts. We support life-saving research and survivor empowerment with more than $24 million awarded to cancer research innovation from the Mary Kay Ash Foundation. And we strive to protect the environment by planting more than 1 million trees, powering our global headquarters and manufacturing with 100% renewable energy, and achieving zero landfill site status in our global manufacturing facility. We are a brand with a purpose, and we hope you see the amazing potential we see for a bright future together. This is where you can come to thrive. This is where you can unleash your confidence. This is Mary Kay, empowering women entrepreneurs since 1963. Then, now, always.
Love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, and Cheryl, guess what, you guys? I'm still looking so cute over here. I love when you put on the mask, it feels a little like slippery at first, but once you let it sit for a little bit, it kind of like adheres to your face and stays put. And then you're able to you could even be doing whatever and having your little having your little special moment to yourself with your biocellulose mask on as well. So I'm going to have Cheryl take back over, and she's going to share with you some pictures from herself and her Mary Kay journey over the years that you think you guys might get a kick out of.
All right, let me see if I can do this properly here. Okay, so Kayla asked me to pull up a couple of photos from way back when. All right, so some of you guys haven't seen, well, you really haven't seen these. I literally went downstairs in my what do you call those albums and pulled these out. Okay, so this was back in high school, you guys. Okay, I always talk about I was an athlete. I played 3 different sports: volleyball, basketball, and softball. So I found these photos literally downstairs, and I took a quick photo of them today because this was, like I said, this is when I was about 18 years old. This is when I started Mary Kay at 23 years old. And this is where we're at today. Now, Bill and I have Mariah, who's on the Zoom here with us, and then Sophia. So Mariah's 21 and Sophia is will be 18 this summer. And so it's just been kind of fun to honestly grow up in Mary Kay because I started Mary Kay when I was 23 years old. And I never ever thought that I would be part of a company like Mary Kay because I was such a jock, like into sports. I wasn't into makeup or skincare or any of that kind of stuff. But the thing that drew me to Mary Kay probably the most was the women that are in Mary Kay. Positivity, right? Because I like to be around positive, motivated people. It just drives me. I get excited about things like that instead of people who complain about the same things over and over and over again. And so I wanted to make sure that that I grew up, so to speak, in a company that had those kind of philosophies of your faith first, your family second, your career third, of the golden rule, treating other people like you want to be treated, and true opportunity that has no glass ceiling at all. And I knew that I wanted to be the kind of mom that would be able to stay home with my kids, but I'm also very driven. I don't know. Is anybody driven? Do you guys feel like you're a driven person at all? Raise your hand if you feel like you're a driven person. Okay, awesome. That you want to succeed, you want to help others succeed, you want to do good things, right? And that's just how I've always been. Maybe sports have something to do with that. I don't really know, but I grew up in an entrepreneurial home. And so I just always wanted to do that and help women to become their very best. We've had a lot of, I know Kayla read my accolades earlier. So we've had trips around the world. We built our dream home. We I had lots of diamonds and, company cars over these years and things like that. But honestly, you guys, that all pales in comparison to the process, like the development of my life and the fact that my girls got to watch me work. Like they got to see the bigger picture along the way. I didn't go off to work. They watched me work and they watched me set goals. They watched me sometimes miss goals, honestly. And how did I react to that? And then when we made goals, the victory part of that, the victory dance that comes with something like that too. And I just love that because they learn so many different lessons as well as I learn so many different lessons when you go throughout that whole process. And so, yeah, so to go back to, like I always tell my consultants, look, I played a lot of sports and I was so not into skincare. Now, Brittany, do you know what I'm talking about when I show you those photos, right? Or Cindy, you guys, it's kind of funny, right? But yeah, I had a dig for those, let me tell you. So anyway, I just love this company. I love that we get to help women. I love that we get to help women feel better about themselves and gain more confidence. That's really my vision is how many women can I help have more confidence than they do right now?
I love that. Thank you, Cheryl. And you guys, okay, we're gonna we're gonna go back to me, but I'm gonna just pull off my mask. So I like to, you can just be done. Some people like to literally put the extra on their neck. There's literally even like some more good juice in here that you can rub all over to get that extra hydration. And if you guys have been following along so far and you want to go back and put on the moisture renewing gel mask as your overnight treatment, you can go ahead and apply that now as that thin, even layer that like Cher was talking about, and you can let that sit on your skin and leave that on overnight. And as you are doing that, I'm going to show you some of my favorite pictures. And I just actually did a presentation. I know Nicole and Tara were at this presentation that I did, but I wanted to show you the rest of you guys. This is sort of a little scrapbook that I put together recently of what I did before Mary Kay. So before Mary Kay, I was a student teacher and broke college student who had just moved to a new city. I'd moved from UW Whitewater, small town in Wisconsin, just a little tiny college town, and then moved to Madison, Wisconsin. Moved to another college town, but a much larger one. And this is me and my boyfriend. He's now my husband. And I always laugh because we have two pictures together in our gowns, one from high school and one from college because we were high school sweethearts. And so I was just about to graduate from college at the time, and I started my Mary Kay business on top of my student teaching semester. And I got to really see the difference between working in the teacher's lounge and working in Mary Kay. And I saw such a huge difference in the support and encouragement of women. I saw women in Mary Kay who were earning six-figure incomes and being work from home moms and driving free cars and earning diamond rings. And then I would go to my teaching job and people would be crying during the middle of the day in the teacher's lounge. And I was like, whoa, I am not even getting paid to be here yet. So I just fell in love with what this company offered and how positive it was. And you guys, during that semester that I was student teaching, before that semester, I had never done this, and since then, I have never done this. But during that student teaching semester, I locked my keys in my car. I have to tell you guys, like at least 10 times because I was never in the moment, like seriously, like an alarming amount of times. Like my husband, I think my boyfriend was gonna kill me because he's like, you have got to stop paying to have the people come and unlock your car. And I was like, I know what's wrong with me. But it's because my head was like not screwed on tight because I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off and I was just never in the moment. And I remember I was in Madison. I had driven from Whitewater to Madison for my weekly success event. And all of the Mary Kay people whom I had just met stayed with me after at the American Hotel in Monona, Wisconsin, and they stayed with me for like 45 minutes and waited for the tow truck guy to get there to unlock my car for like the seventh time. And I just was like, these ladies don't even know me, and none of the people that I teach with would have even with me for 1 second. And so I really think that was a big part of why I decided to pursue Mary Kay. I also have to just scroll in here because I have these pictures. I say you can call it visualization, you can call it manifestation. I call it playing pretend because this is me sitting on Cheryl's throne, wearing Cheryl's crown, holding Cheryl's rose, and pretending that I belonged there. And it's really amazing when you play pretend long enough, you might just find yourself in a place where you have earned the actual spot of sitting there. Same thing. This is the first time that I am sitting behind the wheel of a Mary Kay car. I got to go to a Mary Kay function at Career Conference, and they had all the cars there, and I thought it was so cool. And I'm like, I'll get in this sweet car, like, woo! Like I never thought I would earn a car in my life. And 6 cars later, oh my gosh, so fun. And then this is my family at the time. We were kind of going through a lot of stuff. My brother had just graduated from boot camp. This is us at Great Lakes in Gurnee, Illinois, picking up my brother from boot camp in the Navy. And then my mom had just been diagnosed with breast cancer right before this picture was taken. And so it was like and my dad and I are just hanging on for dear life. So like it was a crazy time in my life and I'm so grateful. Like I had every reason not to pursue Mary Kay, but I'm so grateful that I did. And I also just have to show you guys, this is my apartment. When my studio apartment in Madison, like my first apartment here, you'll notice there seems to be some code violations going on. There's like cords wrapped all over the whole place. You can see almost all of it. The bedroom's just right off on the right-hand side here. This is like the whole thing, okay? This is like the whole place where I live. And this is my first desk, my first Mary Kay desk. You guys, you'll notice it's right next to the TV, which is very tiny, hilariously tiny. And then there's no chair at my desk. So this is my very humble beginnings starting my Mary Kay business. And then I will tell you why I'm so glad that I did. And I talked a little bit about this earlier. The importance of having a mentor. I could not even begin to tell you how important it is to have a mentor and how rare that is, I think, outside of Mary Kay. So those of you who are beauty consultants, please take advantage of the fact that you have a mentorship program, that you are one of the rare few that get to take advantage of that. And then the car program that I talked about earlier. So I was showing you pictures of me playing pretend. Here's me having, oh, hold on. Here's me having actually earned the car. Okay, so this is, hold on, you guys. I seem to be struggling. This is the first picture of me picking up my car. And I got to tell you, this is in Stoughton. I don't know if any of you have ever been to that car dealership right there in Stoughton, but it was probably -20 degrees that day. I took off my jacket for like 5 seconds I'm like, you guys better take this picture fast because I'm gonna freeze to death. But this is the actual first car, which is so fun. So I'm so grateful for that car program because you guys, it is so fun to drive for free. If you do not have a car payment, you can just imagine all the things that you could spend money on. And then here I am, speaking at Fall Retreat last year, in front of, I don't know, a group of 300 plus women. And I am on like the Jumbotron. Like that's literally like a picture of me on a Jumbotron. So if you had told the little girl in the first picture that she would be on a Jumbotron one day, speaking in front of hundreds of women and standing here with another one of my beautiful mentors, I don't think I would have believed you. And so ultimately, when you are mentored and breathed, like you get the belief breathed into you from other people, you end up developing yourself as a leader, and then you're able to pass it on to other people. And so I could go on and on. I promise I will not. But my face is feeling super hydrated, which I'm loving. How's everybody else's faces feeling? Good? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of ooh. Love it. Okay. And Erica's just right in her bathroom. That's the way to do it. Okay, so the next step, last but not least here, we have our final step, which is the sealing step. We're going to seal it all in. So let me show you. We're going back to our chart again, and I can send this chart to all of our guests. Okay, so sealing it all in here, we are going to do two different products. So I'm going to show one off and Cheryl's going to show one off. So we are going to talk about our nourishing oil and our another one of our boosters, our hydrating booster. So Cheryl, I'm going to pass it back over.
Okay, perfect. All right. So I am going to talk about our Mary Kay oil. All right. This used to be part of a natural line that we had. It's a nourishing oil that they made part of our regular Mary Kay line because it's so fabulous and it has multiple purposes to it. But like Kayla said, it's going to seal in that hydration. It's your favorite. Okay, awesome. I love that. But the coolest part I think about this product is you only need a couple drops, literally 1 or 2 drops, and it's multifunctional. You can use it on your face. You can use it on your elbows. You can use it on your cuticles. You can use it even honestly on the bottom, like the ends of your hair. Okay. It's fabulous. I use it especially, like I even mix it in with 1 drop or 2 drops in the winter with either my moisturizer or my foundation even. Like if you can just tell like your skin, I don't know, some of you guys live in Florida, so it doesn't get cold. But in Wisconsin, it can get to like -30. And for those of us in Wisconsin, you can sometimes tell, like if your foundation, you're doing your normal skincare routine, but your foundation maybe is not as smooth as it normally is. If you drop 1 drop of that oil in there, just like dispense out some of your foundation, drop it, a drop of oil in there, rub it together, and then rub it on your skin. Amazing. Amazing, huge difference. So I really, really love this product. I do use it year round, but I use it more even so in the winter. Okay. It has in there sweet almond oil. It has sesame oil. It has olive oil. It also has vitamin E, which is an antioxidant. Okay. And it leaves the skin just honestly with a healthy glow. That's what I love. It can give you the dewy look if you want the dewy look, right? And the other thing I just wanted to mention too, that if it probably shouldn't be mixed, like don't mix it with sunscreen and don't mix it with acne products. You can layer it with sunscreen or acne products. Just don't mix it with and then put it on your face. Okay, it actually has talked about that in the product fact sheet. So I just want to mention that to you. But you guys, it's fabulous. And it also has like just a vanilla scent, sort of. Like it smells so good, and it's all natural ingredients, you guys. So if you need a little bit of that sealing look, or like sealing in, or hydrate, just like that dewy look, or some extra hydration to your skin, even just occasionally, I highly suggest getting a bottle of that because, again, so many functions and uses for that product that you will not go wrong with that, and it lasts a really long time too.
Love it. Thank you, Cheryl. I am obsessed with that, you guys. It's like, oh, you ever watch the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding? right? You always remember that one. The dad in it was like obsessed with Windex, and he would like spray Windex. He was like, that was his all solving. So like he would just, it would solve every problem in his life. That's how I feel about the nourishing oil. You got a problem? Just put some nourishing oil on it. Like it's just going to solve it. You can put it in the ends of your hair. You can put it on your cuticles. You can put it in your eyebrows. You can put it on your face. Like I use a gua sha tool, a jade stone roller. Like that's a great thing to be putting on your face. You can do it like, oh my gosh, rub your quads with it after a long run. Oh my, I'm putting that everywhere, and it smells intoxicating. Oh, love that. So good. All right, and then last but not least here, we've got our hydrating booster. This one has HA, which is hyaluronic acid, and ceramides in it. And hyaluronic acid is going to bring in the air, basically the hydration from the air to help hydrate your skin. So this is my sealing product. I use this morning and night, and I have more oily skin, more combination skin. And so this one is really great because it is super lightweight. And I'm going to put that all over the top of everything. It's going to help to seal in all of the hydration products I've already put on my face. But it is going to feel lightweight. It's going to help bring in the moisture from the air to hydrate your face. And you'd think when it's 80% humidity here, like you'd think that that would make your skin more hydrated, but it actually like sucks the hydration out of your face. Not to mention we're going from super humid outside to super dry inside with the air conditioning. And so we almost want to be hydrating our skin more often during the summer here. So that is such a favorite. The Clinical Solutions boosters all have two activating ingredients, and then they have a description of what they do. So HA plus ceramide is the active ingredients, and then hydrator is what it does. Same thing with the booster we used earlier. It's got ferulic plus niacinamide, and it is a brightener. So I just love how easy it is to know which one's the best one for you. You only want to do one of the boosters, and you can combine it with the hydrating booster, but you don't want to do like every booster that we have because you really want to target a specific thing. So the hydrating booster is the only one that you can combine with other boosters. So check that out. Let your beauty consultant know if you want to test one of those out before you give it a try. But I'm feeling very cool. Like my skin feels so cool from having that biocellulose mask on earlier, and I'm feeling like I'm all got it all sealed in. What do you think, Cheryl?
I think it's awesome. And you guys, like obviously we're doing all these skin supplements here. Normally my routine is short. Like I do my skincare and I do a couple supplements. It doesn't take me very long. Kayla, how often would you do like this kind of glass skin regimen?
Yeah, I saw that Mariah asked that. Super good question. So when you're doing some sort of like advanced treatment, you're using multiple things in a night, I would really only recommend doing that once or twice a month. It does not even need to be a part of your weekly routine. It is something that you can really just like, if you've got just a night to yourself, or the kids are away, or you just need some quiet time, get in the bathtub, do all the extra treatments, and treat yourself.
Yeah, definitely. So the main things, you guys, that you're going to do on a daily basis, though, is your Voluform repair set, skincare set, or your Miracle set. And then, yeah, that's the repair line. And then we've got the if you're depending on your skin type or the type of product that you like, this is the Miracle Set Cleanser, and you do that whole thing with the nighttime recovery and daytime defender and all that kind of stuff. So getting into the right skincare regimen is huge. Okay. Every morning and every night. Every morning and every night. And if you're tired when you get home from work, do it right then and there. If you tend to skip it at night, just do it right when you get home, okay? Because your skin will look so much better. And again, bring everything down here. And if you have any extra left after that, do the backs of your hands with whatever products you have, because the backs of your hands also age. Okay, so that's just another tip there. All right. And then you add in these skin treatments like the facial peel or the oils or the boosters. Those, pick one or two that you can use on a regular basis. You don't have to do all these supplements on a daily basis, like Kayla said, just a couple times a month or even once a month, whatever. But get your skincare routine down. Get it under 3 to 5 minutes tops, right? It doesn't take very long at all to get that done. And then do your treatments, like 1 or 2 treatments, either daily or every other day, depending on what the treatment is, whether it's an oil or an exfoliator, a booster, things like that. Like you're going to use boosters on a regular basis, but you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't need 12 different or 15 different products in your skincare routine every day. So these are just extra treats. Like when Kayla said, when you just have that kind of feeling and you just want to do a little bit more for your body and you need to relax a little bit more, these are fabulous, fabulous skin treatments. And you'd pay so much more money if you went to a spa and got them done. And then you only can do them once for that money. If you purchase them from Mary Kay, you get to do it every other week, once a month. And it is way less expensive because even a microdermabrasion treatment, the glycolic acid facial peel, you're going to spend about $100 for that. Okay. And our products are not even anywhere near that. And you get like 30 applications in general or more out of the different products. So, Kayla, anything else as we wrap up here tonight?
That is it. I just want to thank all of our guests for spending the evening with us. Give yourselves a round of applause. Hopefully, you learned some good stuff tonight. I am going to be reaching out to all my guests, and I know that if you are a guest of another beauty consultant, she'll be reaching out to you. And know that you can stay tuned. You can come back and join us. We do this the first Monday of every month. So our next fun theme night will be on Monday, July 7th at 7:30, 6:30 Central. So we will look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, and Kayla, I just want to add one more thing too. And for any of the guests, again, I just want to say thank you. And if our Mary Kay products, becoming a Mary Kay consultant, being part of our Mary Kay culture, if any of that is attractive to you, like you're like attracted to something like that, just reach out to your Mary Kay beauty consultant and say, hey, like tell me more about that. Okay, because we are looking for phenomenal women to be part of our Mary Kay business and our Mary Kay company. And we would be honored to work with our customers. We do get to hand choose people. And, if this interests you, please reach out to your consultant and say, hey, tell me more. If it's for you, great. If it's not for you, we love you as a customer. But I think about how much it's changed our lives, literally. That I just always want to share that with people. So just take a quick look at it, ask questions, and check out some of the details too if it interests you at all. All right. Okay, awesome. So I'm actually going to open up the other room. So guests, you are good to go. You can jump off the video. Consultants, goodbye. Thanks again for being on for our guests. We really do appreciate you. And then for the consultants, my unit is going to stay right here. And I'm trying to find my rooms. Where'd they go? Let's see, breakout rooms. Okay, I'm gonna
Cheryl, you guys can, I think, all stay here because Cheryl and I are going to chat offline. So,
perfect.
Okay, perfect. All right, see you guys.
Sounds good.
Hope
Okay,
you learned lots.
See ya. Bye.